And we're live. Send out the link. All right, got the link sent out. It's rolling in. Talked to Young Reddy earlier. He had plenty to talk about, plenty of topics for tonight. It's everybody working on their garden. Prime planting time here. I think we're through the freeze. Finally, getting in the 70-degree days. No frost in the morning. Sitting here cooking my late dinner. Been on the go all day. Can't stop to eat anything. We could take a walk up, show the plants while we're waiting. Put my pot holder so I don't burn my damn hand. Maybe it's over here. Oh, we got one in the building. Who we got there? J5, what up? I got that fucking share your referral link tag right in front of your message. See your name, see who's here. Expected a new follower, new audience member. We got picked up today. I was walking in the store and the guy stopped and picked me up. He just had hound hunter across the windshield of his truck. Got talking to him about dogs, trying to link up, make some shit happen, do some breeding, swap some dogs, work some dogs, get some dogs tested. He tried to get me drunk. He gave me 3 beers. I drank 2 of those. I'm doing all right, I guess. Getting ready to eat something finally. First thing I ate today. And taking care of fucking dogs. Didn't do anything with the garden. Dogs and going to the store. So what, Jay? You come up. Young Reddy said he'd be here, but I don't see him. I don't know what happened to him. You know, his mom's got medical issues. Like most of us. I can't see what this is. I'm on the road. Okay. Oh, well, that's cool. I can see it when I do that. I guess I'll walk up, turn the camera on with some content for the video. I'm waiting for somebody to come on. Waiting for Young Ray to get here. Somebody else to show up and start asking some questions. Something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end up thinning those autoflowers out and transplanting them. I planted them kind of close so that I could just thin out the males and have a nice tight row. I didn't know autoflowers could be fucking quarter ounce, quarter pound, 6 ounces, pound. No, so I didn't expect much, but you say they get big. Make another row. Did some of the seeds Jay Patrick sent me? They started sprouting today. I don't remember which ones they were. If they're the caribou seeds or it's the toad seeds. And we got the gas girl going. What we got there? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 gas girls going. What do we got? 1, 2. Supreme Grape in the house. How's it going? Silent Truth. How's it going, fellas? Tried to walk up and show my volunteers I got too far from the wreck. Let's come grab the hot spot and take it up there. I hate that damn thing in the way. I know that. What's up? What's up, top chatters? I don't know. Nobody's saying much yet. You haven't been able to hear? Young Ready, what's up? You got the link there, homie? Yeah, I walked, that's why, J5, I walked away from my fucking internet. Wandering around. Been go. I've been hit the ground running this morning. Went and did some errands. Took care of some things. Got some dog food. Fed the dogs. And went to the store, dodging raindrops in between. I was just about finishing up cooking something to eat when 7 o'clock rolled around. I set the pan on top of the van, fired up the internet. Yeah, come check out this. Check out the volunteers. Wait for Young Ready or somebody to pop up. I don't see my. As I was saying earlier before everybody come in, I met a houndsman today when I was on my way to the store. I don't know if he's listening. He was talking about having his kid show him how to use YouTube so he come in the chat. Yeah, he runs coon, coyote, and bear with his dogs. Looking to make something happen there. Get him working my dogs. Promote my breed. He can help me test my dogs out and get them trained up good. With his experienced dog show my pups what a coyote is. And they're starting to change every day now. Let's see if I got auto rotate. All right, stupid thing. Upside down. Yeah, it is. Yep, there's the volunteers, some of them. Off the one plant, they're doing pretty good. You got a 4-inch long branch on them. Coming off the bottom. We got 1, 2, 3 sets of branches coming off already. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 leaves plus a meristem. 7 sets of leaves. There's my echinacea coming back. I just planted that last year. Been wanting to do that for a while. Outdoor volunteers, nice, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about digging them up though. Making them my gorilla patch and killing this all up and running some other seeds that I've been really wanting to try out. We have so many different kinds, different varieties. One got a cat piss one, a fruity one, this and that. Feminized bag seeds from 3 or 4 different strains from somebody else. So much to run. And you're trying to run the same strains over and over. You can't try any new ones. And those kind of force their way in. They just pop up. Of course, they're, by the time you get around to tilling your ground up and putting your clone out, those plants out there are going to be 4 or 6 feet tall. That's what got me to start planting my seeds in the fall. Actually, is going out there to plant and finding volunteer plants as tall as me. Yep, there's your autoflowers. That's where they're at. I guess they're working on their second set of leaves, huh? What we got here? We got a private chat and a guest. Yeah, Young Ready. You did come through.
What's up, Cave,
What's
man?
happening?
What we talking about, man? We eat strains.
Well, whatever we want.
What's up, chat?
We don't have anybody in the chat asking any questions or talking about anything or wanting to come on showing any plants or any dogs. So it's all on us.
Gotta make it do what we do.
Yep, gotta come up with what we think's the most relevant topic for today.
Yeah, I seen earlier you had like some little pots when you were and what you had seedlings growing.
Yep, those are styrofoam soda cups from the fountain machine. I've got some seeds here that some seed breeders from the community. Seed person one, he sent me some seeds. J5 420, he's in the chat. He sent me some seeds.
Salute, J5.
Yeah, J Patrick sent me a couple different seeds. And one of the seeds he sent me comes from another person in our crew, Caribou Heart TV. I got some of his Catahoula F2 going. And I got some, I believe it's Toad 91 times Cheese Star or something
Wow,
like
I never
that.
heard of that.
Well, it's a breeding project that this guy Toad did, or maybe Jay Patrick did it with one of Toad's strain. Maybe it was Toad's strain and one of the other guy's strains that Jay crossed. I can't remember now. But anyway, they're both Chem 91 crosses.
Oh, okay.
And then seed person one sent me that Goth girl. That's like a OG Kush type, I believe.
That's pretty good weed though. Anyway, on its
Jay
own.
sent J5 sent me the autoflowers, two different kinds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what you could do with those. Yeah, I'm interested in that. The autoflower.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do a few things with them. I'm going to make more seeds of these things, and I'm going to make them better by selection.
Right.
Just go farther into it, the project. I'm also going to make autoflowers out of regular photo strains that I have.
Mm.
And I'm also going to cross the autoflower with a photo and get what you call semi-autos or semi-photos. And they're plants. They're not autoflowers. They are photosensitive, but they're crazy photosensitive where they need like 20 hours of light to not flower. So if you grow them inside under 18 or more, like 20 hours of light, you can keep them going as a
Wow.
clone. But as soon as you put that plant outside, it starts budding.
Wow, that's
because you
different.
don't have 18 hours of light.
Oh, okay.
So that, to me, that you can't ask for much more than that.
Nah.
You can just decide, oh, I want buds 8 weeks from now, and put a plant out anytime.
And it's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like living on the equator when you only got 12 hours, 13 hours. You just grow a clone inside, and as soon as you put it outside, it's going to start flowering.
So
Unless it's an equatorial strain, long flowering sativa that doesn't care what the hours are. They're kind of like another kind of autoflower, but they're not the short autoflower. They're a long autoflower. They're not photosensitive so much. Like they
okay.
don't care what the hours are.
Yeah,
They're
they can
just not
handle
gonna
it.
bud. All they care about is chronological age, maturity. hormone levels and shit. They don't really care what time of year it is.
Mm. That's different.
Yeah, well, because they adapted to grow where there was only um
So
12 hours of light a day.
yeah, that's almost like what the joint from Alaska or whatever, right? Like some shit like that, like
Yeah, that's the autoflower that'll flower under 24 hours light.
Alaskan thunderfuck.
Now the equatorial sativas, they're just the opposite. They have to be a certain age and build a certain infrastructure before they'll start budding.
Mm. So what about like with the cold weather? I know the cold weather makes them turn like purple or blue or whatever because of like the
Some,
defense mechanism.
if my plants do that, I deselect them out of the population. My plants stay green right up till the end. You'd never even, that cold don't even phase them.
Oh, that's good to know. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't mind that cold. Well, you seen my volunteers I was just showing off?
Yeah,
Look up
I caught
look,
like the last 2 minutes of that when I
all
came.
right, those plants, if you look at them, those plants are like at least 7 weeks old. They have, 7 tiers on 7 different sets of leaves on them.
Okay.
Look up my weather for the last 2 months and see how many freezing temperatures and cold days and shit that those plants have lived through. In the 20s Fahrenheit,
Damn.
27, 28, yep, 30 degrees.
That's what it's like in the morning,
Yeah, all night.
all day.
No, all night.
Oh, all night. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you wake up and these little seedlings got ice on them.
Damn, that's different.
Well, but you know what got me breeding them and growing and shit like this, and got it figured out that my plants could adapt like that. As I'm looking outside at all the green grass, well, man, if the fucking grass can do that, I can get a plant to do that.
True, true.
And it wasn't really that hard. They're pretty tough. They didn't
So,
have to do much.
so with like the auto flower strains, like, are they already top tier strains, or you gotta like still mess with them? Because
Well,
I never
both.
really smoked anything out of that yet.
Right. They come from top tier, but I don't know. I mean, he says they're good. I don't know how much. There hasn't been a lot of work done with them, but if you start with top quality, you don't have to do a lot of work to have good shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna take his word because he be looking high as hell and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's high.
Well, he thought they were good enough to mail to me. If that
Right,
tells you anything.
right.
I mean, if I said, "Hey, Reddy, why don't you ship me one of them dogs? You gonna ship me some bullshit?"
Facts. But on the contrary, you don't know if the bullshit could be top tier though. See, we talked about this with the dogs. Like, yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
You
Run
don't
with it.
you don't really know until you test it out. You gotta test it.
Hey, can you read J5's comments in the chat?
Yeah, he said
The last one? Should
should
what?
should see some diversity in those F2 autos to select from moving forward.
Hmm.
He said, cool to see those autos popping.
Yep. That's what you send them for, homie. So the master could show them off online, show everybody what kind of potential they got.
And how many feet can they grow when they're
You
done?
know, I think from what he was saying, he might be able to come on here in a few minutes. We could ask him about them. I've been wondering how many days are they, because autoflowers could be 45 days or 100 days or 60 days or 70 days. Or, I don't know what.
And that's the end. So whatever day it is, that's the height it's gonna be. That basically.
Well, no, the days don't necessarily have anything to do with how big they're going to get. No, because an Afghan and a Colombian will not grow anywhere near the same size in the same amount of days. I know the one is a cookies cross, and I think I can't remember the other one now.
I know some sativas can get to like 20 feet.
Yep.
Possibly more.
Yep. Yeah, they can get to 20 feet in the wild.
That's crazy.
Yep. Big, tall, stretchy.
But that's without any human interference, basically.
Mm-hmm. But they had to adapt to grow over the other plants around them.
Yeah.
I tell you tall plants is a rookie mistake, but if you want tall plants, give them some shade. You put them in the shade, they'll stretch right the fuck out, outgrow that shade. They'll get big. Put them somewhere where they get shade most of the day, and they only have shade the afternoon. Yeah, they'll stretch right out.
That'll be a crazy yield.
Yep.
They usually say you can only get like 2 or 3 pounds out of each plant.
Yeah, that's a nice plant.
Is that bullshit or is that it's a myth?
Yeah, 2 or 3 pounds is a really nice outdoor plant. I don't even know. I'm talking like 15, 18 pounds off one plant.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm talking 7 to 8 feet tall in a 12-foot circle bush with just fucking 800 coals on it that are 2 feet long.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I know not last year, the year before, I was telling my buddy, I'm like, man, this motherfucker's got like 300 tops on it.
That's
And,
crazy.
well, I counted it one day. Yeah, that was on half of the plant.
I'm playing with them out here, man.
Yeah. Oh, this is next level shit here. I studied this shit a long time before I ever started doing it. I grew up around some badasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else we got going on? Anything going on in the chat or nobody knocking on the door yet?
Nobody ain't saying nothing yet.
Nobody knocking on the door to get in.
We got to get back into that milk conversation. That was interesting as hell. Like using milk.
Yep.
To grow the plants.
Yeah, I use it religiously. I use it for fertilizer. I use it for bug spray. I use it to keep the powdery mildew off your leaves. It's It's got lactobacillus bacteria in it. It's got nitrogen in it. It's got your lipids and stuff, your amino acids in it. It's got calcium and phosphorus in it. Good shit.
Salute Galaxy Solutions.
Galaxy, how you doing, bud? Hey, you can't call yourself the world's worst grower no more. That garden looks kick ass.
What did you say, caveman?
I told Galaxy he can't call himself the world's worst grower anymore. He calls himself the world's worst grower. It's like a joke, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, his garden's fucking jamming, dude. It looks killer.
Oh shit.
So he's got to drop that world's worst grower shit. It was kind of funny before, but now it's just like it's not funny because his garden looks way too good.
See what he said? He said, "Thanks, caveman. You say that now, but I'm not done yet."
All right, chop it down before you fuck it up, then, buddy. Yeah. Take some pictures before you fuck it up.
Oh yeah, remember that shit we was talking about making a video about burning the plants and shit.
Yeah, I was thinking about that again. You want to do it? We can do it tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go grab some shit. We can start a fire.
That'll
Fuck
piss
them right
them
up.
off.
Nobody wants her. They'd come get it.
See, that'll be the major. You could just do like a major fundraiser with that.
Yeah. Take it off the street. Here, I'm going to burn your competition.
Every time no one does anything, you just throw a pile in the fire.
There you go. Yep. Yeah. I'm trying to stuff my face over here real quick at the same time, too. I'm not talking too much, but.
Salute, Western Maine, Maine.
Hey, there he is. Yep. There's another one of her. One of the true blues, I believe. One of the people actually doing shit. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should walk up there and grab a pile of buds.
That's what I heard of, though.
Nah. There's probably all kinds of people. Of course, I don't know if they're watching or not, but there's probably all kinds of people with fucking 10 pounds or more just sitting around. I met a guy last year that had 2-year-old weed. He said he'd give it away if somebody would just pay him to drive it to him. Just pay him to deliver it. Before it just totally went to shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a pretty good operation going on up there. Them people, they're nationwide. Not huge, but they're fucking around in Florida, Arizona, Michigan.
Salute to the doc. Salute to the doc.
Dr. Leby Alone's in the house. Yeah. Is he passing out coffee again? What's he got to show? He should come on and show up his solo cups. I'm about
Said
sick of knowing on this.
he said 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old, 4 year old, 5 year old weed.
Well, no, I'm not talking about leaves. I'm talking about buds. I got a van sitting right here with 3-year-old weed in it and bundles. In fact, I've been smoking on it all week. It's got fucking sour diesel and Girl Scout cookies and Gusher or no, not Gusher, double bubbleberry and blackjack. I don't know how much God's gift I got laying around.
I had that before. That's good. That was good weed. Like the first batch of it that I had got, I didn't like it, but then the second batch was real good. I guess the first batch he grabbed from the top. The second batch probably grabbed from the bottom.
Right. Yeah.
Some
Hell
of
of an
these
idea.
dudes, they don't be knowing and shit when they get
What's
the
that?
weed. Like sometimes they don't really know when they get the weed and shit. Some of the guys, they just bag that shit up.
Yep.
Like, nah, I need that shit from either the middle or the bottom. That's the weed. That shit at the top is done. But sometimes that should be it'd be good. Sometimes it depends how it's packaged.
Yep. Get me a
Oh,
drink. Come on.
the doctor don't see the link. You gotta throw the link in the chat.
I don't know how to do that, but I can send it. I tell him to go check his Instagram messages.
Oh yeah. Check
Or
your Instagram, doc.
I guess I just told him, didn't I?
Yeah. Basically.
All right. I don't know if I want to. I don't really like this blackjack. But
Oh, you got blackjack?
yeah, I don't like the taste of it. It's got that fucking minty
I smoked
taste,
that before. Yeah, I didn't really like that shit either.
terpenylene or whatever.
I had blackjack OG too. Blackjack OG.
Yeah, see, I got blackjack from the dude who made blackjack.
Oh, that shit's going around making its round.
In fact, you've seen me wearing this sweatshirt probably before. The blue one that says Flow Stock on it. I forget what he said.
My dude, Western Maine, man, said, I smoke mostly sun-grown year-round, 2-year-old sun-grown. If stored properly, smoke it all day. I like that.
Well, if you store it properly, it's better after maybe not 2 years, but after like 4 months or so, it gets better than it was. And then if you're the kind that likes the amber trichomes, probably the older the weed is, the better it is, as long as you don't let all the
Yeah,
VOCs
he sent the link
evaporate off.
to his Instagram. You don't know how to do it on YouTube.
I don't know how to put it in the chat. Through that before. J5
Yeah, J5 did it the last
but
time.
I think he might have to be on the panel to do it. Be patient, Doc. We got a couple hours more. I'm walking up to the trailer right now to I'm grabbing a fucking armload of buds. We're gonna have us a bonfire.
All right. J5 said 80 to 90 days on both phenos of gorilla poison sent you, caveman. That's what he sent you. Gorilla poison. So they what? 3 months old. You okay, man? Oh shit. Well, it be like that sometimes. You back, caveman? I can't hear you though. The jaw of breath of red dragon from Alex Hardy, 3 years old, still smokes good. Damn, that jaw be working though.
Huh?
The mason
I
jaws.
lose you?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, J5 wrote 80 to 90 days gorilla poison. That's what he sent you.
Gorilla poison?
Yeah.
And what's the Girl Scout cookies one? I think one's Gorilla Glue and
Then
one's
he
Girl
said,
Scout.
then he says there was a pheno that grew sour like spears, and the other one I hit had more of a cookie kush structure.
Oh, okay. So this is the same cross. You just selected two phenos out of it.
Yeah,
What you're saying?
basically. Yep.
Okay. Well, if I'd known that, I probably would have only started one batch of seeds. I'm sure he told me that, but it's been a while ago, and I've got lots of seeds.
He said fresh OJ to kush on the nose.
Nice. Yep, and see, I already have that same thing in a photo
Oh, gee.
plant to mix. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I won't have to try to change the strain or the autoflower. I can breed it right back to that.
Ah.
You know what I mean? So all I'm messing with is the autoflower trait. All the traits in the strain will be the same, except for the harvest time.
Nah.
So that's like perfect.
Western main man said, I got hella jars filled with different cultivars. No doubt. Can't wait till I just start getting my shit back.
Yeah. Well, my phone wants to die on me. I can get this weed and get back to my charger. Poor guys.
I made sure I charged up before I came on.
Yeah, I tried. I had to charge my battery packs and my phone and my hotspot. Plus, I had all the other shit I've been doing. I haven't.
J5 said, I was describing the structure they are. They are sisters hit with same male.
Nice.
And then he said, yep, I told you. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. He probably spelled it all out for me. I just don't remember. Yeah.
I don't even see the chat on my phone. So I got the YouTube on my TV muted.
Yeah.
I can see. That's how I see the chat.
Yeah, that's how I use it. Holy shit. I don't know if I can grab. I got my phone in one hand. I don't think I can grab all this weed. I mean, it's all branches, but I don't know if I can wrap one arm around this fucker.
Damn, it's like that. You having troubles like that out there?
Dude, this is like a tenth of one plant.
I'm
Like this is
suffering,
this is
man.
just. I'll show you. This is just the scraps off the bottom of my big plant. I was telling you it was about 18 pounder.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got a couple pounds in my hand right now, probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's probably another pound laying out in the yard off of it. Yep, I got 3 brown paper sacks full, and I got a 10 by 50 trailer house with 2 lines running down the ceiling full of branches.
That's called living, man.
That's just one plant.
I need to be like that, man. That's living.
Yeah. Yeah, got all the necessities, all the simple shit, all the
Having weed lying around, like, and then just
weed,
growing new
weed,
weed.
right? Weed and food and entertainment. What else do you need?
Yeah.
Fucking
Little
warm, dry
pussy
place to
here and
sleep.
there. Get some pussy that leaves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, pussy that goes home.
That's a whole nother podcast there. Yeah, there's plenty of that down. There's plenty of ladies down here that'd like to meet you, I'm sure. And just for the fact that you're a stranger, you got that going for you anyway.
Yeah,
New guy in town.
it's always like that. You're a
Yeah,
celebrity.
it is.
Yeah,
That's how they operate.
until you're not.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I want to round up anymore. Might have to have a small fire tonight. Turn my camera on. You see that?
Yeah, that's a small pile.
Yeah. It's all sun faded from. It's been laying in front of side glass doors in my pigeon coop. It's all faded, but
There's no way to save it.
there is, yeah. You could make extract out of it or something. I mean, all the flavor is going to be gone, and it's probably going to have dust and shit on it, but there's no mold on it. It's all dry. It's not rotted. I'm sure all the trichomes are still on it.
Damn. I was gonna ask that too. Like, what happens if weed fall like a nice branch fell in the water and shit? How do you revive it with the flavor? Do you put like a fruit or some shit in it in the bag?
No, once the terpenes are gone, they're gone.
Damn.
And like apple,
Yeah.
I think apple ruins the taste of weed. Like you can even take brown brickweed and put an apple in it, and it tastes worse to me than it did before.
You know what I did before? I put
Damn, I
bread
don't even need.
out the bag before, like
You put what?
white bread, like a piece of
Yep.
white bread. That shit
You
tastes
can
like bread.
orange peel, or I mean not orange, but
Orange
lemon peel works.
kind of work. Yeah, that shit works.
Lemon peel works.
Like regular weed too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who used to get off selling that shit like it's high grade rags. Calling it high grade rags.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to start a fire. This stuff ain't. It won't burn on its own.
Sour. Or the latest one I be hearing, low grade sour.
Yeah.
Regular weed though, it's just rags with lemon pills or shit.
What about you, Doc? Do you use milk in your cultivation?
That's next generation talk right here.
Yeah, there's other people that are hip to it.
Like it's an
Just not.
old school trade. I don't. I haven't. Me asking that question, I thought that shit was dumb, and then nah, it actually is used. Like, oh shit.
Yep, absolutely. Good shit. One of the, if I had to pick anything to use and I could only use one thing, that'd probably be the thing that, I don't know, I might use cow shit. I'd probably use cow shit, but milk's right up there.
I seen a video like a few weeks ago with Wiz Khalifa. He had his own pod with a couple of other dudes, and the one dude, this one guy had came on there, and he had his own weed, and he was like he used his own shit for the food. He put his shit in the dirt,
Yeah.
human feces. He was
Yeah.
like, but it's the cleanest. He was like, I'm vegan. I never eat McDonald's. Like swearing and shit. Like it's the cleanest shit. I forgot
Yeah,
the
you could.
name of the. I forgot the name. I think it was something doodoo, like something doodoo bud or something.
That's funny shit.
Something crazy. Doodle berries,
Du-
dingleberries. There you go, dingleberries. Yeah.
Dingleberries? That's
Yep,
funny shit.
dingleberries. And they was like, Wiz, y'all about to smoke that? And his man's had the weed already in the crusher. He was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna try this shit. And smoke that shit. And then they had like these old stoners on it, like a granny. She probably looked like she was like maybe 75. And the dude was like his later 70s, maybe early 70s. And they was like, they came on there saying they can outsmoke Wiz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me see where you at, Doc.
that shit was funny shit.
All right. What's that,
Dr.
Doc?
Heed said, I think I was being set up. See if I would. What he said? I gotta go in there. What he said? Oh, shit. I think I was being set up. See if I would cheat on the girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it seems like that, but it's really not. Some bitches
Here
are
we
just that.
go. J5 said, if you send me the StreamYard link, I can post it for you now, Caveman.
All right, I thought I did, but I'll do that again, or I'll do that right now.
I want to get back into that debate, that Snoop Dogg debate, where he said he smoked 81 blunts a day and shit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's
You don't even have that much time.
you gotta be rolling up at
Well,
the
you
end
got to be
of the night.
smoking 5 joints in a crowd at one time. There's no way you can smoke 81
Nah,
joints. There's not enough time in a
not
fucking day.
not joints, blunt, cigars,
Right. How
blunts.
long does it how long does it take for that blunt to burn up? 15 minutes?
Yeah, some shit like that, depending
Right.
on how good you roll.
Right. So you're talking 20 and a quarter hours. You tell me he stays up for 20 and a quarter hours just constantly cheaping blunt after blunt after blunt? I don't
Nah,
believe it.
he, he takes a few pulls and passes that shit on. And then
Yep.
another blunt is rolled up.
Yep.
Like that
Right.
shit. Brand new blunt. So it's like a constant cycle. So whenever you don't see a blunt in his hand, magically a blunt is in his hand. So he could just go
Yeah.
walk around to the next person and grab that blunt back. Like, oh, here you go. You just got constantly rolling up. I think they be hiring blunt rollers and shit, paying them and shit to roll up.
Man, there's so much weed on the fucking floor of this fucking van. Holy shit.
That's not good, man.
Well, shit.
Nah, it's good, but that shit should be in my system. That's what I'm saying. In
Yeah.
everyone's systems and shit.
There's another
Everybody
pile.
smoking that shit. You can't use that like that shit as like feed, like a feed.
No, I've been smoking it.
That
Yep. Not the. I've been smoking the other stuff that's really sun bleached, the fucking double bubble berry and Girl Scout cookie and shit.
what that shit tastes like.
It's still got its flavor. And not well, it doesn't have the flavor that it had, but it still tastes like that. It still smells and tastes like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is just solid buds, fucking inch thick on the floor.
Man. Got bars in the chat.
What's that?
Nah, man, writing bars and shit in the chat. He said, "You better take two and pass so we can all get blunted. I don't smoke cigarettes because my growth will get stunted."
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yep. I've been needing somebody to write a jingle for the channel. About I need a song about the Loomis Kung Fu. I need
it gotta be about the name of the show, Dames and Strains.
there you go. Yeah, let's try some of this stuff out.
Nobody got.
Well, I
Yeah,
sent Jay and Doc the link, so.
the link's in the chat now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't believe we only got 6 people out there.
I use labs. What's that?
That's the milk. That's
Oh,
That's the lactobacillus bacteria. You take rice water,
mhm.
take some rice, and you rinse the rice, and you take the rinse water and let it sit out room temperature till it starts to ferment, and then you add that to some milk, and let the starch in the rice water, and I think the rice starts the labs too, maybe, but the starch in the rice water feeds the bacteria in the milk.
Oh shit.
Get that lactobacillus. It's actually the same bacteria in the vagina, and yeah.
Oh shit. Hand in hand.
And I know of a case of somebody to restore this old person's gut health. They give them sour milk enema at the hospital.
Damn.
Yeah, just reintroducing that
That
bacteria
shit.
right to their
Up that
right,
push.
right to their intestines.
Gotta clean it out.
Well, what it is you can take like lemon juice or vinegar and kill all the bad bacteria, like in your mouth or your stomach or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, then you eat some yogurt or some of that lactobacillus bacteria from the milk, and that restores the healthy bacteria to your system.
Mm,
Well,
right.
it's the same. It's the
Gut.
same. Same with the soil. See, plant sap and human blood are really close to being the same thing.
I was about to say that one too. Like feeding the feeding the soil a glass of blood and shit.
Oh yeah. Blood is a really good fertilizer. Absolutely. In fact, there's millions of old ladies all across the world that buy bags of dried blood and put on their rose bushes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was about how do how do you get all these intense smells to and flavors to come off the weed like with the terps? I never really understand that shit. I just
Well,
smoke.
most of it is not a trick. It's genetic. Okay. Then you want to have good living soil where you have all those bacterias and
Dr.
all the
Luke
different.
said he's backstage.
I don't see him. Oh, there he just popped up. Now you're on stage, Doc.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Salute,
All
Doc.
right. All right. Here we are
Now
looking
you're.
at the little greenhouse.
Yeah,
Man.
All right. I
check
just
that
got back
out.
to I was in New York for I went there Monday and cut the grass, got stuff cleaned up, getting ready for the planting. Um, this is one of the Thai weed, this big one here. Actually, all the big ones are the Thai weed, and these are the Northern Lights, the smaller ones. And these got sprayed, these two, and these two here with toad venom. So I got to see if anything is coming out of this yet. See if they're turning into male flowers.
It's too blurry for me to see that.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I can zoom in.
Well, those
See.
plants are old enough, big enough. If they're gonna have pollen sacs on them, they should have showed sex a long time ago.
No, they're under 18 for a long time.
Yeah, but
These are,
still.
these are, these are cuts from
Well,
last year.
they're
And
what? They're
the,
cuts.
yeah, I had one plant last year. Made cuts off them and made more. I made like 20 cuts for that year off of the one plant.
Oh,
And
what? So why are we looking for
then I kept
balls
them
then?
going. Then I kept them going again all winter. I had a bunch of mother plants that I made cuts off of those, and those are these here.
Ah,
Yeah,
I made cuts off of those. I got more inside.
but did those plants herm last year or something?
No,
Well, why would you look?
no.
Why would you look for pollen sacs?
I wonder what do you call it? I feminized them. I sprayed toad venom reversal to make feminized seeds.
Okay. You're looking. Okay, so you're looking for anthers. I got you.
Yeah,
I
I'm trying to make feminized seeds of this Northern Lights number 10. And
got you.
then I'm doing the same with the Thai weed or see the Thai weed. And I had a bunch of land races from
oh, you talking about talk.
um, all different places like Acapulco Gold. I had some from Highland Thai, some from, I think, Lebanese or it might have been a Colombian one land race. I'm not sure exactly. I could look back and see what it was, but they kind of got mixed up, the
Mm,
land race and the Thai, because they were both grew big, 16
Yeah.
footers,
wow.
So Yeah,
I think you
so
should
I
be
don't,
able to tell by the buds though when they flower.
yeah, it takes so long though for these. I had them until November 10th, and in the big greenhouse that I didn't even set up yet. I got the top there. I need help doing it, but it's getting too late. You know what I mean? It's like um, I don't even need the greenhouse anymore. To the
I
college. I went to the college in Cobblescale because I'm over there in New York. So school just ended. So they throw all their pot and soil outside in a compost pile in the back. And I'm a grad student from there. So I'm allowed to go there to the compost pile and I get some of the pot and soil and I put it in the field. It's the holes I did last year sunk down. So they need some more in there. So I go to town, get coffee at McDonald's, right? I fill out this a survey. I do a survey quick on the phone, write the number down, they give me free breakfast. So I get like a bagel, egg and cheese and sausage for free. So it cost me like 204 altogether. And then yeah, so I do that in the morning and then I go to right to the college because it's down there and I shovel on it like a big tote full of pot and soil. And then I found some hemp plants that they drew out. There's a whole bunch of hemp plants growing there. So I grabbed two of them. And one had really big fat leaf, another one didn't. So I grabbed one of each and I left them there. I'll just go back later in the year and see if they're still there. You know what I mean? So, because I got these going there and I don't want to mix too many up. You know what I mean? I
yep.
just want to try to keep one type, all feminized, So these are the ones these are the CBD. So these were planted 2 moons ago. Now, is there
Have
a
you been
moon
pruning
coming
those?
up? What's that?
Have you been pulling the shade leaves off those? Is that
No, not
is that
really.
natural? That's
Not
natural.
really. Yeah, these I haven't touched really. I didn't have
All
to.
right.
They look good, and
Yeah, they're all
so
different. All them plants are all different as far as whether they need pruned or not, or how they respond to it.
this is the CBD here. This whole section back there. Some of the Thai weed that I kept inside, so, or the land races. These didn't get feminine. I only did those other ones. So if I get some, I'm going to take the Northern Lights pollen and hit a couple of these ties, and then
Yeah,
take reversal of the other one. You know what I mean? I'll take some of the Thai males and hook it to, the Northern Lights. Do it the other way too. Now, I think there's a full moon coming up any day now, right? I
I
haven't.
think it just passed.
Well, it looked pretty bright the other night when I was in New York. Pretty big.
I think that was the full moon.
It
I'm
wasn't
not
full
sure.
though when I seen it. It wasn't almost, but it wasn't. So I think I
All
gotta
right.
look it up. See over there, I don't have no internet, so um, I have to use mobile data, and I can't use too much, so they charge me like $20,
Let me see if
and I
I can
ain't
see it.
making
I just know the
making
next
that
three,
money.
4 days is gonna be raining every day and shit.
Yeah, it
Just
was rainy over there. I'm trying to move stuff, and it's too wet.
yeah.
But I cleaned up pretty good. Got a lot of loads to the recycling bins of plastic and glass and whatever. Cleaned up good, and you know, cut the grass really low so I can see the holes when I come back the plant. I got to cut it again really low. It has to keep it really low. What do we got? Oh, this one broke last time, and I didn't. What do you call it? Tape it. So I'm just gonna pull that off. It's just a
Mhm.
branch hanging temperature. I'm at 72 degrees, 64 humidity. This is the Thai wheat. I made cuts off it. And then these are more Northern Lights that I made cuts off of. And
Nice.
over here, here's an AK-47 that I made a cut off of. And
Nice.
I think these are Northern Lights. And then we got this
Which
is the
northern light?
purple
Just
number
straight
10.
northern light?
Number 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I got this. This is the purple haze. I made
Ah,
couple of cuts off of that. That's inside. That's upstairs in the little terrarium. And what do we got here? 60, 69. Yeah.
You got a pug?
What's that?
Do you have a pug or a French bulldog or what do you got
that
there?
was my Frenchie.
I
Oh,
got
that was
no
you?
dogs.
Like being
I got
aggressive.
no dogs. These are Mr. Toads. I think they're one hitter quitter. And then I got Hoolies over here. These are these are Hoolies. I got. Let's see. There was a weird looking one. Um, this is the Hawaiian.
Uh,
I got the Hawaiian and some of the grape. I think. I don't think the strawberries popped. Ooh,
strawberry. Ooh.
they didn't come up.
What's that?
I have a
Strawberry cough?
whole, more Hawaiian. One of them. Oh, there's a grape. Grape. I put
Grape Uli?
GH, yeah, for grape Hooli. So this one's a grape. It's a little different looking from the Hawaiian. See, I just got back today, so I got to water some of these. And these are all CBD. I just raised the light up a little bit. And the yellow one in the middle, I noticed from last week of the batch that I planted on the last full moon.
Mm.
And these are from the first one, I think. And these over here from the first full moon.
That's bad or
Yeah,
good?
those are all good. I'm gonna have fucking whole fields filled up. Then I met some guy today. He seen me loading the lawn tractor on the truck. He stops. He's like, "Hey, I need you to cut my field. I got 6 acres."
Damn.
He's gonna give you $80 an hour. I'm like, well, this mower is, barely going. I gotta put belts on it and stuff. So I called my friend up to see if he's got one going yet, and he's like, I'll see. Well, I gave the guy my card, but I didn't get his number. I should have got it because I have a couple of John Deere's over there that one of them, the tranny gets hot and slips. So I have another one with a blown motor. So I could either take the motor off of that one and put it on the one with the blown motor, or they both got the hydrostatic transmission. So I could just take the transmission out of the one that's good and put it in the one that slips. It has a 46-inch cut on it. I mean, I could go cut the guy's field at $8 an hour. You know what I mean? And the guy, he sees an old bathtub that I was going to scrap, right? And he's like, my other friend that has a camp down the road is helping me do stuff. He's like, "Oh, can I get that? I want to make a worm bin out of it." Or my mother will put like, you know, flowers in it and stuff. And I was like, yeah, you could have it. Then this guy today sees it. He's like, oh, can I have that? He goes, I want to make a worm bin. I was like, what? And then the guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna get some cows and cattle. He's from like Brooklyn, and he's cool. I was like showing him some of the stuff I grew, and whatever. And so, I might be able to get work off this guy. He's like, how much do you want for that tub? I was gonna give it to my friend, right? And he's like, I go make an offer. I'm figuring like $5, $10. You know what I mean? He goes 50. I go, yeah, okay. He goes, I'll buy it in the summer, not yet. So I was like, okay, yeah. So maybe I'll get some money out of this guy. You know what I mean?
Word.
But he's like, oh yeah. He goes, he's from I think he said the Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure Brooklyn is what he said. And he goes, weed's cheap there. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, okay. So let's see. Over here, we got these here. Where are we at? Trying to find the camera. These are green fingers, banana something. I gotta look at the packs. This one's weird looking.
Oh yeah.
Something Milo times banana.
Wow.
I think.
If it had some super skunk in it or something.
And this one, they all pop pretty quick. Something funky. I gotta look at the packs. They really good. I just scratched on here. Funky. Something.
Settle.
And this one, funky cold, maybe
Funky Cold
cold.
Medina.
Yeah.
Funky Cole Medina. Yep.
I got
Going low, baby.
Exactly what it is. Yep.
Mendo times the banana. It says. I
Damn.
think.
Up Operation
Those
Annihilation.
are from, those are from Green Fingers. I want them on as banana something. This one. He has one like a porn star too, or something. Porn something. Star. Maybe sunset.
Oh man, that sounds nice.
Then these are from Mr. Toad. These are Mr. Toads. I gotta look at the pack and see which ones they are. The red cups here. This phone keeps. These red cups. Oh, the phone just. There we go. Let me try bringing it. Yeah, these here. These are green fingers. This is a nice fat one of his.
Yeah, that's nice.
These are his. And Mr. Toad, it's this box right here. Right there is that. Then the rest is CBD. He's over here, pretty much. And I got another box of these, that other seeds that I want. Look at these. These like fungus mushroom things are like growing in here. Fungus type stuff. Um, GMO. This is it. So it's supposed to be GMO. Okay, this is Godzilla from American one. I had seeds from him. Platinum GMO.
Ah,
That's looking weird one. Looking like a mutation. I'll
yes,
leave them alone. I should put this one out more, maybe. Put it on the corner. Now it might get broken here. See, they got this like fungicide stuff going in there in those
Uh,
cups in that sort from the soil. So I got snowberry, no something. Yeah, I got that. So there's a couple of seeds that I won of different things in that box. So that's about all down here. Up here's the train.
looking nice, looking nice.
what? Yeah.
There's the train.
Yeah. What's that strain right in front of you?
Yeah, across the street
Oh, a train went
there's
by.
there's a town yard, a town yard, and a country store. They do sewing in there. They don't sell nothing anymore, and then there's the river. No, the train tracks first, and then the river, and the river's there. So there's like a bridge that goes over to the other side, and it's no way out on that side. I'm pretty sure you can't get out all the way at the other end. It may be on a dirt bike or something you can, but you can't be driving a car really. Maybe I don't know. I never went there because it looks like it's more private property.
Mm,
So I don't want to, be trespassing and stuff. So, but that's all like dead end streets going up the mountain over there. So so that's like the little community over there, and it's pretty cool. So the train runs by there. That's why I made the train. All right. I gotta go up and get a shower because I was all cutting trees today and in the brush and fixing. And I cut the neighbor across the street's grass from the country store. I cut their grass for them because I brought the lawn tractor back with me, and because I might have to keep a car over there. I might have to put my Volvo. I know they'll let me, because here we get a big puddle, and I got to put a cattle converter on it and get it running. Because it was running at one time, but it sat too long, and now it didn't start. I changed computers. I messed with it. It could be a security code or something. I haven't had time to figure it out yet, so I'm gonna have to get that going. And supposedly my girlfriend is coming up, and she needs a car, so it's a really nice car. So maybe that will work out.
You
She'll have a
check the
nice
air
car.
intake.
I haven't looked at it. It was see, I took it. I bought it. I bought it from the boss. See, I worked at a sweeper place, and the guy also had a stone quarry, and he owned a port, and he owned part of the port in Albany. He owns the port in Queens. Then he bought the port in like South Carolina. Then he bought the port in Tampa. So the guy's like loaded, and his mother's car. This Volvo was kept in the garage and never drove in the winter, and it's a '98. And the mechanic at work was doing a timing chain on it. So I ended up getting it for like 1,500. and it was running and everything. I took it across the street to get it inspected, and the guy over there, he goes, "Oh, the blower when you turn the key on, this blower in the front by the radiator is supposed to blow air into the exhaust to clear it out, so the sensors read clean air and signals the computer, and then the computer signals it to the engine or something, right?" And he's saying that the pump is not working. So he gets me another one. He puts it in, and then he's like, I think he checks for, he put the fogger on it to smoke to see if any vacuum lines leaks, and there was one by the gas tank, I think. We fixed that, and still there was like a light on, and the guy drove the car for like 75 miles, and the light didn't go off. The guy goes, "Oh, this is a nice car," because the boss actually drove it, not the mechanic. You know what I mean? And then he never inspected it because he's saying it's a computer now. So I went to the junkyard, my friends, and got two computers, the body one and for the other one. So out of the same kind of car. So I went home and switched them and started it up, and I still don't know really about these computers. You know what I mean? It ran and everything. So I was like, well, let me put mine back in. So I took them out and put mine back in, and it started. So I shut it off, and then like a year later, I went to start it, and it didn't crank. So I think this starter jammed up. So I got to look at that first, and make sure the good batteries in there, and see where we go from there.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I got some a little bit of work to do. My truck needs work too, but yeah, I don't have the time and the money yet to start buying parts. I got to get
Yep.
wheel bearings in the front, and wheel bearings and the exhaust piece that comes off the manifold. I replaced everything else, but that was $63 when I've got the truck, and it came with two donuts to go in there. So I just got the clamp that I needed for it and used the old pipe. I left the same donut because it looked good. So I got two new donuts, but I just put that on there for now. I just wanted to get it running. I didn't want to start taking a chisel and chiseling off the old donut, and pulling it off of there. It's like the fiberglass one, asbestos
Yep.
on the exhaust manifold. Yeah. So the other one was good. So I just put the pipe on, but the pipe, I think I might have welded a little bit on it. It's really thin at one end, and what do you call it? So now it rusted through. So I should have really bought a new pipe for 63 when I did it in the beginning, but now I got to do that, and it's probably going to be more now for the part. So I got to fix everything myself. I can't pay people to do stuff. So that's how it
Yes, sir.
goes. You know,
Same place a lot of us are.
I can't even afford the parts. That's the main thing. The main thing. So we'll see. Because I got other things that have to be done more important. So hopefully this CBD grows good over there, and um, hopefully the deer and the groundhogs don't get it.
Hmm.
I got human hair. My friend was going around. He knew a hair cutter where he went there and grabbed bags of hair. So I got 3 bags, and I can spread out. And then his truck, the tranny went. So I'm trying to get him a tranny from this guy that's helped me scrap, and he's just basically himself. So he hasn't had time to get it out yet. He's supposed to bring me a cap for my truck so I can put the plants in the back and drive them over there and not get windburn. And he still hasn't come up with nothing. I gave him a couple cars to scrap. One of them, he gave it to his nephew, the the Explorer. I was gonna fix it with the fuel pump, but it wasn't the fuel pump, and the catalytic converters got cut off. So I said, "That's it. Get rid of it. I ain't buying catalytic converters and Y pipes and shit, and things like a big beast." So I let him have it. He was supposed to give me some money for it. Well, he's supposed to scrap it and give me half. That was the deal. And then he's telling me he's going to bring a container over. So I got washing machine, barbecues, and a bunch of shit to throw in there, metal. And he's supposed to like split that with me, but he never brought the container over. He got away. He took two cars away, the two Saturns that I had with junk. So he took them, and he took the camper that I had that the axle had broke. And it's actually a 1-ton Toyota with a camper on it. And he's like, "Oh well," because he said he had an axle for it. He was going to get me the axle and and I would tear off the camper and make a 1-ton truck out of it and do that. But I don't have time to do that. It would have been a nice little truck, little '83 Toyota with 1-ton, dual wheels in the back. So he said he's going to do that. So we got rid of that. So the place looks a lot better now, getting stuff cleaned up and getting rid of stuff. So, yeah, I was over there last week and this week and the week before probably. I've been over there doing all this stuff, putting up the fence and cutting the grass. I did like 5 or 6 loads of recyclables, or like containers, a lot of containers and buckets and stuff like that. Broken glass. I didn't like having, broken glass up there because I walk around barefoot, and I used to have cats and chickens, and I didn't want them getting cut. So every time something broke, I would pick up the glass. You know what I mean? Even when the friend busted one of my windows in the car, I think glass got on the ground. So I took one of those, a Toro leaf blower, and it has an attachment where you can suck up from the bottom on a tube. So I went and sucked up all the glass into a bag and stuff. You know what I mean? And this way, if anyone comes over, I say, "Look at the ground. There's nothing on the ground." You know what I mean? Totally this grass. So yeah. So I try to keep the place really clean. With glass. And I had a couple windows like stored there. And I see today they were broke. I had other ones. They all broke. And I picked up the glass on those. And then I got a whole bunch of window panes. Like they're like maybe 18 inches by like 1 foot or something like that. Glass panes of windows, a bunch of them that, if I ever do wanted to build a greenhouse out of wood, say, I could put those glass panels in there. You know what I mean? It'll just be, a lot of carpenter work to do that. But, I need a shop really. I don't have a shop up there. If I had a shop to do stuff in, I could do a lot. You know what I mean? Because I got one shed filled up with woodworking equipment. I got a bandsaw. I got a surface planer, like a big table one, and a joiner, like they had in when you went to high school. And I have a couple of big arm saws, and they have one of them turns into a shaper. So I had a whole box of different bits to put in to make like molding. I can make like all different types of mold, and I never did it though. You know what I mean? And then I got another planer to do flat boards. That's I got over the years. Then I have a mortiser thing that does the mortise, a little like this thing, that, and some table saws and stuff, you know. And this guy bought this place. Guy he worked for. He was a roofer, and I was his like mechanic and his help him on the roof sometimes. You know, they had a big job, so you know he bought this place, and it had a barn in the back, and there was this woodworking equipment in there, like the bandsaw and all this stuff. So he's like, "You want it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so I worked 2 days for him and got that. And got
Oh,
all the equipment out of there. Yeah. So, you know, it worked out good, but it's sitting all in a shed. And it was sitting there for probably 10 years now. You know, I'm got nowhere to work with them. So,
yeah. Sell that shit or get busy.
you know, I would like to get a shop built up there, you know, maybe get a good crop of this year and maybe get a pole barn built up there, and I'll put a heated floor in it and stuff, and maybe like a big loft upstairs. And you know what? I'm thinking about even going in the ground too. You know, digging out because I got two backhoes, and I just had a mechanic over today from where I used to work, and um, you know, we looked at the backhoe. I got to change the oil cooler and fix it and get that done. So now I'm getting more motivated to do that. You know what I mean? So I got to get that backhoe going, and then I can do a lot. You know. So, but now this guy wants to give $80 an hour to cut the grass. So I'm thinking about going back over there and swapping transmission axles out of the two land tractors and get one going because I think it's a 48 or a 46-inch cut on them, John Deere, and I'll be able to go cut his field. You know what I mean? I told my buddy down the road that helps me work on stuff now. He has a camp down the road, and he's pretty cool. And he comes up and helps me out. He had a four-wheeler, and it's a Honda, and
What's up, Jeff Papelia?
what's that?
Jeff Papelia just popped in the chat.
I see a fire.
Yeah, that's buds I had laying around.
And so, yeah, this kid's a mechanic too. He likes working on like small engines and everything. I had an old generator, one of those little tailgate generators, and the pull cord broke on it, and the gas tank started leaking. So I hooked up another gas tank to it, you know, but then I ended up getting another one, and then he had the same one.
Uh,
He's like, I need a stator for this. And I had one junk sitting in a pile here in Vermont. And I go, oh, I might have one for you in Vermont. I get it. I bring it over to him. The guy, 10 minutes later, he had the thing going. I gave him like a stator that, you know, I just had laying around from the little generator. So he's pretty good. And my chainsaw, um, I brought it over there and I was starting it. I know it's kind of messed up, and the chain was going when I was just pulling it. He goes, "What's wrong with your clutch?" You know, and I just, you know, at the time, what I had to do is I had to cut it. I couldn't have time to mess with it. You know what I mean? So I used to just hold the throttle all the way and pull it, and it would start. So I just cut what I needed, you know, to keep this wood stove going, and then so he goes, he takes it apart. He was over yesterday. Takes it apart, and the spring around the clutch had popped loose. So he put it back in, and there's a little clip on the end. Well, it hooks together, and We didn't have any needle nose up there to pinch it together, but he said it should be good. And he fixed the chainsaw, the clutch on it. So he's pretty good on fixing shit too, small stuff. So between me and him, we could work on these lawn tractors. I got a bunch of them. I'm collecting now. To get parts off it or get them going. So
Start racing them. They're doing tractor pulls.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to get them going and cut the grass. The one I got now is cutting crooked. One blade is cutting lower than the other. I know I got to put air in the
Yeah.
tire. Air in the
Fuck that
tire
grass.
would make a difference, but
Get a cow.
no, I got to cut it twice now because the other side doesn't cut as good. So I got to go over it with the one blade and cut that one down and make it real nice and low so I can get the plants in. You know what I mean? In New
Yep.
York. It grows fast, the grass up there. The next field over is already pretty high. I got pictures of it. I'm gonna have to put them up on IG of the place. So right now I gotta hit the shower, and then Let's Be Buzzed is on later. So
Yep.
I'm gonna jump in there.
All right. Well,
And,
thanks for coming on, Doc.
yeah, thanks for having me, and I'll keep you guys updated on these
Yep.
plants.
Yep. Nice
And
grow.
even when we go
Nice.
into the field, I'm going to show them being planted and everything. Right this
Right.
way, and I got cameras up there. I put 2 new cards in them, and I might have to be staying up there too this year. Oh boy, it's tough having 2 places. You know.
Yep.
Okay, I'll see you guys
Yep.
later. Thanks for having me on.
Yep. Take care, Doc.
All right, later.
Yep. All right. What happened to Young Reddy? You ditch out? Yeah. He missed the fire. Anybody else got any plans to show? I already showed mine. I don't have much going yet. Yep. Got some new chickens. Missing a few feathers. Red jungle fowl pair. What's that all about? Well, we got 4 in the chat. Nobody talking, no questions. Nobody wants to show any plants. I guess we'll go ahead and cut this stream. And I'll see you all next time.